Look at China. Look at China. They did exactly the same. Oh, it's terrible, terrible. Oh, gone.
How can it be gone in China?
How can it be gone?
Doesn't make any sense.
No sense.
Billion plus people.
No sense.
This is infectious in urban environments. They have them everywhere. Now,
No
people
sense.
say they're lying about those numbers. I had a doctor on this, as the CIA has seen these funeral urns being bought, and those are going through the roof.
Well, all you can say is that they're opening up China, they're opening up industry, people are going out on the street, and they're opening up air travel again. The whole point is, however, that the authorities control the figures, so they control, and there's another way that they can control the figures when we get into 5G, and thus they can decide when this thing comes down anytime they want, just by changing the way that they count and changing the way that
they test.
They test. Now, look at this sequence. They were not getting enough dead people from this virus to justify the fact that it was lethal. The vast, overwhelming majority of people have no symptoms or mild symptoms. Now, just before I go to this point, something else I should add. This RT-PCR test cannot and does not test for how much of a, quote, virus you have. And I will be sitting here now, you'll be sitting there now, everyone watching this program will be sitting there, and they have all these different, what people call viruses, actually part of the natural immune system, but they will have that in their bodies. And it will be at a level, loads of it, and it will be at a level that will never trouble them. That's why you can test positive for something and have no symptoms, because it's at such a low level, it's going to trouble you. The immune system will sort that out, keeps it all under control. So what you can't do with this test is test for how much of a, quote, virus you actually have. And in the words of one doctor scientist that I've quoted in recent times, you need massive amounts of it for you to be sick. So they can't even begin to tell you if your sickness is from some virus or other unless they can test how much of it you have. And this test doesn't do that. So you don't have enough dead people to justify the fact that this is lethal. But you want a lockdown. You want this lockdown for much greater reasons, which we'll come to. So what you do is you say, oh yeah, well, not that many people have died so far, but what's coming, have you noticed all around the world, that's what you're getting? Oh, wait for the surge. Well, the surge can come anytime they want to increase the way that they test and increase the way that they count the numbers. So they can create a surge, that's not a problem, or the illusion of one, but it's in the future. So along comes, in this country, and they also advised America too, and other countries in the same way, along comes, while Boris Johnson, the British Prime Minister, is saying, oh, there's no need for this, there's no need to shut the football down, no, and there's no need to close the schools, you remember that? Along comes Imperial College. And Imperial College specialise in absolutely shite computer modelling. They have a terrible history for it over the years. You know the computer models that say the ice cap should have gone by now, right? Because we're all dying from global warming. How do you know? Because my computer model says so, right? So they computer modelled COVID-19. Particularly a guy called Professor Neil Ferguson, who should never, ever, in the entirety of his life, ever advise any government ever again. And he says, Mr. Johnson, 250,000 to 500,000 people could die in Britain of this virus. So now, Johnson shuts himself. Because he's having people saying to him, you know, Boris, you know, this is what could happen, mate, if you don't lock it down, if you don't have social distancing and all that stuff. And you know something, mate, you're going to be blamed for it. Oh, massive change attack. And from, oh, look, we're not going to close the schools. We don't need to close the football, because the football wasn't shut down by Johnson. It was shut down by the football authorities. Suddenly, lockdown. And what they're doing all around the world, they're doing it in increments. Oh, a little bit, and they get people used to that. And then, oh, fiercer. And they're doing it in increments. And they plan, if we allow it, let's get into that later as well, they plan to push this on into more extreme.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.